talking about the forecast and the changes about to happen with our weather.
Yes, definitely feeling some changes this morning, ladies. We've got this chill in the air this morning. We'll have you reaching for a jacket. Definitely want to have some sleeves. We'll have more details on those storm chances going up for the weekend coming up in just a few minutes.
And, you know, everybody...
Everybody's excited about talking about Mardi Gras.
Yeah, but talking about the weather that we'll experience for Mardi Gras, too.
Yeah, we've got a storm system that we'll be monitoring out west. It is going to send us another round of some showers, maybe even some thunderstorms before the rain arrives. Most likely, we're going to be dealing with some sea fog, especially as we get into that Saturday evening time frame. So just be aware, right now we've got a 40% chance of some showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon into the evening hours, and then that rain chance going up for Sunday. So Sunday looking a little bit better for some wetter conditions. So off toward the west coast is where our next rainmaker is situated, and it is still bringing some very heavy rain. This rain has been steady across Southern California since Sunday afternoon. It has not let up. We are still seeing some very heavy rain, portions of San Diego, in and around the Anaheim area, along the foothills there. That storm system is going to be shifting eastward. Eventually by Wednesday, it's going to be into the Rockies, but notice it gets shoved up toward the Midwest. It draws in a very weak cold front that brings back a slight chance for some wet weather Thursday and Friday, but then a stronger storm that currently is over the Gulf of Alaska. That one is right on its heels. That one moves in for the weekend, and it's not until that system moves through that that cold front eventually exits. So expect that moisture to continue to gather for Sunday, so that's why we increase those rain chances for Sunday with the proximity of that storm system and then the front that is still lingering overhead. That front will be the focus point of some widespread showers and thunderstorms. Now, when you look at that coverage and then you look at the amount of rain that we're anticipating, it's not significant. So we're not anticipating any sort of flooding issues, no high rainfall rates or rainfall totals that are going to exceed a foot like we saw in recent fronts. But 1 to 2 inches will be possible north of I-10 and then lesser amounts down along the coastline. So before that rain arrives, we've got a couple of days to enjoy. Again, as I mentioned, a 30% chance for some wet weather by Thursday. Before that rain arrives, I want to show you fogcast because we may have a situation here where the fog certainly could potentially slow you down, especially as we get into the overnight hours on Thursday and into Friday morning. That's where you're going to see a little bit more coverage. Out the door this morning, no problems visibility-wise. Got a nice drop in temperatures. The clouds have cleared out. The winds have calmed. We've got a nice quiet day on tap. So for any of your outdoor festivities, whether it's recess time or this afternoon's outdoor sports, it looks like everything's a go with the weather playing out to be very, very tranquil for today. So we start off chilly this morning, afternoon temperatures upper 60s to low 70s. Here are those rain chances building 40 to 60% Saturday and Sunday. And then we've got another nice start to the week where the conditions clear out and we've got temperature readings dropping into the 40s in the morning with highs in the 60s.
All right, grateful for the clear out. Thank you so much, Elita.
Timing out this, I guess it's not cool front, right? It's just cooler.
Not a cool front today, Rita. We've got a cold front later on this week, but without the clouds and the calm winds, those returning, also the changes in some wet weather, increasing rain chances for the weekend. I'll have that part of the forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Just kidding. Money, 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 money. I bet a lot of people are placing their bets already out there. It's going to be fun. We'll fill you in on details. Welcome to it, everybody. I'm Rita Garcia.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacob Rescone.
And I'm Samika Knight. Boy, all right.
I know. Dangerous, this one.
All right, meteorologist Elita Loresca here to talk about the forecast. It is chilly.
Chilly, yes.
Whatever the case.
Yeah, the proposal is actually proposing that we have a Category 6, right? So what they would do is they would cut off the wind speeds at Category 5 from 157 mile per hour winds or greater to 192. So anything over 192 mile per hour winds would be a Category 6. This is actually a discussion they've been having for years. Nothing cemented, obviously.
Yeah.
Still, Saffir-Simpson scale, 1 through 5.
1 through 5 for
1
now.
through 5,
Got
yes.
it.
Yes, moving on to our weather pattern around here. We are not talking about the strong winds we had yesterday. This morning, the winds have settled. The clouds have cleared. That blanket of clouds that served for some warmer conditions yesterday morning is no longer. So we've got a nice little drop in temperatures. Maybe jacket worthy this morning for you. I don't think you need a heavy coat, but maybe just a light sweater this morning. Mid to upper 40s currently, low 40s in Katy, mid 50s in Galveston. We may find temperatures drop an additional 1-2 degrees before the sun comes up a little after 7 o'clock this morning. At 6:19, we're starting off with a temperature reading at Bush Airport at 48 degrees, and you can see no problem visibility-wise. I think we start to see the sea fog returning with the winds turning in from the Gulf late Wednesday into Thursday morning. So perhaps just some patches of fog around Galveston Bay, maybe even down along the coastline. Otherwise, we've got a good amount of sunshine headed our way. Notice the clouds do return. These are some of those high, thin cirrus clouds that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. Nothing that's going to produce any sort of rain, with afternoon temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s. And yet again, I think we get one more morning as those winds are slowly starting to veer out of the east with temperature readings in the 40s. As those winds continue to pump up that warm, humid air out ahead of this storm system is when we anticipate those temperatures to start off the morning into the 50s, even into the 60s. But you can still see this counterclockwise swirl that's basically just stalled off the coast of San Francisco. This is still pumping in all of that moisture, that atmospheric river that we've been talking about the last couple of days. It will be finally on the move later on tonight through tomorrow across the Rockies. It eventually gets shoved up toward the Midwest, but it drags in a very weak cold front across southeast Texas. We're on the tail end of this front that eventually kind of just stalls out across the area until a second storm system arrives for the weekend. This one is going to help push that cold front out of here late Sunday night into Monday. So you can see the focus of some heavier rain on Sunday right along the upper Texas, Louisiana coastline. We've increased that rain chance for Sunday up to 60%. But you can see we haven't increased the rainfall totals. The rainfall totals are still in that 1 to 2 inch range, with even lower amounts closer to the coastline. So I'm not anticipating any flooding issues. This is definitely going to be one of those nuisance rains for Thursday and Friday if you have any outdoor plans. I know this is like the third weekend in a row that we're talking about the potential for some rain and thunderstorms. Right now, it does look like some of that rain may hold off until Sunday instead of Saturday evening. So we're hopeful that everything's going to be a go for the Momus Parade Saturday evening down along the island. And then things clear out early next week. We're once again going to see that pattern where the first half of the week starts off very, very pleasant with cooler temperature readings. And then we slowly start to see that moisture building back toward the latter half of the week, guys.
We're off to a busy one. Welcome to it, everybody, on a Tuesday. I'm Rita Garcia.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Jacob Rascone.
And I'm Samika Knight, and what a sunrise.
I told you. I said, I'm going to show you a spectacular. I like it. All right. I like this even more. How about this gorgeous sunrise across the area? A little after 7 o'clock, the sun will be coming up, and we've got a great one for you. Temperature readings running a few degrees cooler this morning. We're starting off in the upper 40s, but you can see that hour by hour forecast. We're warming up. By lunchtime, we're right around 64 degrees, and we're pushing close to 70 this afternoon. It's going to be a nice dry day. A couple more of those dry days before the wet weather returns. I'll have those details coming up. 6:47 on this lovely start to your Tuesday morning. I know, big weekend ahead down in Galveston, final weekend of Mardi Gras. I want to give you just a quick preview of what we're looking at for now. Plenty of time to continue to fine-tune this forecast, but we've got some sea fog, some of the transitional changes. We'll see some sea fog back in the forecast this weekend, along with a chance for rain and the possibility of thunderstorms. We have increased that chance for thunderstorms on Sunday to 60%. Still not sure whether or not we are going to see the rain and thunderstorms by the time of the Knights of Momus Grand Parade. We'll continue to monitor that, obviously. So for now, not a complete washout, but the potential for rain is there. This is the storm system that we're going to be monitoring. This atmospheric river continuing to deliver some steady rain to Southern California. Eventually, later on tonight, some of that rain is going to be letting up, but this is what it's looked like. The radar staying very, very active there over the last 24 hours. That storm system will eventually move into the Four Corners region tomorrow morning, and then by Thursday afternoon, that's going to be up toward the Midwest, dragging a very weak cold front into the state. That front is going to stall out, and with that front being the focus of some showers and thunderstorms, we'll see that those showers and thunderstorms will increase in coverage by the weekend. Now, the storm system that's eventually going to come in from the west over the weekend will eventually help to guide this storm system out of here. But notice the rain chances do increase as we get into Sunday. That's why we increase those rain chances to 60%. By early next week, we're drying out again as that storm system exits toward the north and east. Still anticipating maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain, some higher amounts possible in our far northern counties, but closer to the coastline. Currently, it looks like those rain chances should stay, or rainfall totals should stay just below a ½ an inch. So the next couple of days, enjoy the sunshine. Again, those changes are going to start building in by later on this week. We've got you up to a 30% chance for some wet weather, but also with that chance for rain, the potential for some sea fog, and most likely we'll see a little bit more coverage along the coastline and then spreading inland overnight Thursday into Friday morning. All right, out the door this morning, it is fantastic out there. Doesn't feel too bad. Nice little chill in the air, feels refreshing. Low humidity on tap for today with temperatures starting in the 40s and 50s. We're running a good almost 15 degrees cooler in Katy, placing those temperatures in the low 40s, upper 40s right now in Houston, Pearland. You're at 47 by this afternoon. Look at those temperatures, not bad, upper 60s to low 70s. So next couple of days, still looking pretty fantastic. 30% chance for Thursday and Friday, and then really those rain chances building over the weekend, followed by another drop in those temperatures back down into the 40s. And we'll be drying out again by the middle of next week. Also, Valentine's Day, we've brought in a slim rain chance. That chance for rain on Valentine's Day for now penciled in at 10%.
Yeah, that storm has been really rough.
Yeah, and it's ongoing. And yeah, we'll have live reports from Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z out there on the field.
All right, much more coming up on our 7 a.m. stream, which is coming up right now.